You know that feeling? You've got this great story to tell, but when you go to say it, the words just come out in a tangled mess? Well, today we're going to untangle that mess. We're going to look at a few really simple tools that can transform any jumbled sequence of events into a clear and compelling story. So, let's dive in.
So, what is the secret to telling a great story? It's not necessarily about having some wild adventure to share. A lot of the time, it's really just about how you share it. And the good news? It's a secret anyone can learn, and it all starts with understanding the problem. I mean, look at this. This isn't really a story, is it? It's just a list of facts. It's disconnected, it's choppy, and honestly, it's pretty confusing. When did the phone ring? Before dinner? During the cooking? We have no idea. This lack of connection is the exact problem we're here to solve.
To solve this, we need to kind of reframe how we think about grammar. Forget the boring rules. Think of these as your building materials. A great story isn't just told, it's constructed, and every builder needs the right tools for the job. I want you to start seeing yourself as the architect of your own narrative. The words we're about to explore aren't just words, they're your toolkit. With them, you can design a story that has structure, flow, and purpose. You're creating an experience for your listener, not just reading off a list of facts. Okay, so every good building starts with a blueprint, right? And every good story starts with a clear structure. Our first tool is what gives us that structure, sequencing words. This is the foundation that holds everything together. Think of these words as little guideposts for your listener. They create a smooth, logical flow, turning a confusing path into a clear one. They basically take your listener by the hand and walk them through your story step by step, making sure they never get lost. So our blueprint tools fall into a few different categories. We've got words to kick things off, words to show what happens next, words to connect events happening at the same time, and of course, words to bring it all to a nice conclusion. Each type serves a really crucial structural purpose. And just look at how these words create instant clarity. First, sets the scene. Finally, marks the end. But the real key here is meanwhile. It effortlessly weaves a second, simultaneous action right into the main timeline. The structure is simple, it's logical, and it's incredibly effective. So with our blueprint in place, the structure is solid. But a blueprint is just black and white. Now it's time to add some color. We do this with our second set of tools, verbs paired with prepositions. This is how we add the vivid detail that really brings a story to life. Now, these aren't just verbs with some random word attached. The verb and the preposition form a fixed pair, like a single unit that creates an entirely new meaning. Learning these pairs unlocks a whole vocabulary of more precise, more vivid actions for your storytelling. I mean, look is a simple action, but look for means to search, and look after means to take care of someone. See how that one small preposition completely changes the verb's meaning? That's the point. These tiny words have tremendous power to add precision to your story. And many of these essential pairs are probably already part of your everyday speech. You listen to music, you talk about an idea, you wait for a friend. Recognizing them as these fixed units is the key to using them intentionally to build natural, detailed narratives. The precision continues with everyday actions. For instance, notice the subtle but really important difference here. You get on public transport, like a bus or train, but you get in private transport, like a car. Choosing the right pair makes your story instantly more precise and just sound more natural. Okay, this is where it all comes together. We have our structural blueprint and our colorful details. So now let's combine them and transform that jumbled mess we started with into a clear, compelling story. Let's go back to our original jumble. The phone rang, I was cooking. Two disconnected facts. Now watch this. By adding one sequencing word, while, we create an instant connection. The two events now exist in a single, clear moment. That right there is the power of a good blueprint. Here's another one. She packed her bag, she left the house. It's correct, sure, but it's choppy. Adding and then transforms it into this smooth, logical sequence. It just flows. This simple change makes a huge difference in how the story feels. So we've seen how these tools work. The real question is, how do you start using them to write your own next chapter?
Well, it all boils down to a simple two-step guide for telling better stories, starting right now.
It all comes down to this two-step process. First, build your blueprint. Use sequencing words to establish a clear order, a beginning, middle, and end. Then, step 2, add the color. Use specific verb-preposition pairs to fill that structure with vivid, precise details. Blueprint first, then color. That's the formula.
So here's your final takeaway. For the rest of today, just listen. Listen for these words in conversations, in movies, in the news. Notice how they build structure and add color to every single story you hear. Because the more you notice them in other people's stories, the more powerful you'll become at telling your own.